Hello, welcome back. I've just opened up the table for the fruit and veg again, and as you can see I've added a few more characters compared to what you saw the first time round. And in this video tutorial we're going to be showing you how to create a form. So the first thing that we need to do is go to the Create tab at the very top, and you might be able to see there are a few different form options. There's form, form design, blank form, but the one that we're going to be using for this particular video is the form wizard. So we just need to click on that there. And once you've done that, you have this box come up. And all of the available fields are on the left, and we can transfer those fields into the selected fields on the right. And to do all of those at the same time, you can click on the double arrow button. If you wanted to do them individually, or you only wanted to select a certain few, you could use the arrow above, which is the single one, but I want them all over, so we're going to use that one just there. Click next. And at this point you can choose the layout for your form. I'm going to leave it as columns, so I'm going to click next. And at this point you can change the title of your form. Remember, we had TBL for table, so this time we're going to have FRM_ for form, and again we're going to call it fruit and veg. Just like that, and we'll click finish. And we'll have something that looks a little bit like this, and you're probably thinking, oh, that looks quite good already. But from this point we can change certain things to try and make our form look more original. So first thing we're going to do is go to Layout View, and this is an extra one in comparison to the table, okay, not Design View this time. I'm just going to go to Layout View. And from this point you can select each individual part of your form and make changes. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've decided that this name box here, it's a bit too long. Annie Apple doesn't take up that much space. So I'm going to make it shorter just by dragging in the edge here and putting it in line with the ID number. And I think I'll do that for the ratings ones as well. So we'll drag those in. And then the flavour, appearance and health, we'll probably make those slightly longer just so everything looks nice and in line with each other. There we go. And I think I'm going to move my picture to the right hand side just to make it look slightly different. Go. Put that a bit more into the middle, we'll move that up. There we go. And I think I'll make it a little bit smaller just so, again, it's all nice and in line, it looks nice and neat and tidy. There we go. So, we can do some more things to it now, and this time we will go to Design View, but it will look a little bit different compared to the Design View for tables. As you can see, we have lots of grid lines, okay, but this is normal. This is what the Design View for forms does look like. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a little bit more space just by dragging down the bottom and dragging across the side, and now I can see everything clearly for my form. Okay, and this is where we can start changing colours and things. So I'm going to get rid of the field list just there, and the first thing I'm going to change is this title here. I'm going to move that into the middle. Just like that, looks a little bit more like a title then. And we're going to get rid of the title there, and I know this is a form, but I don't actually want the FRM to appear on my form, so I've deleted that and I've just wrote in the words fruit and veg instead. Okay, just show you that there. So what you can do now is change some more things about this form, and you can do this by opening up the property sheet. So you right click and select properties from the bottom of the list, and your property sheet comes up at the side. Okay, it's a big a long list, and there's plenty of things to pick from. First thing I'm going to do is make the text centre, so you choose text align, and just above that we have the font size, and I'm going to make the font size 22, I think. There we go. I think I'll change the colour of my font next, and the colour of your font is called the for colour in the property sheet, so we'll select that box there. And you just need to select the 3 dots in that little box there, and all your colours are there. If you don't like any of those ones, then you do have your more colours options as well. I think I'm just going to go with black for this one. There we go, lovely. You can also change your background colour by using the back colour option. Again, your 3 dots brings up all your colours. I think we'll go for the blue. Yeah, that's quite nice, doesn't it? Okay. So I've finished with my title now, I think, so we can change other bits on this form. Now we're in the background section of the header. And you don't have to select your properties again because it's already at the side. We didn't click the cross so it hasn't closed down, but as you click in different sections the property sheet will change. There's not as many options for this point, so I'm just going to change the background colour to the same as the title. And now I've moved down into the detail section. Okay, so again I'll change the background colour. We'll go for something a bit darker. Oh, I don't like that colour very much. I think we'll change that one. There we go, that looks a bit nice, doesn't it? Slightly different, but looks okay. But my headings aren't really standing out now. So what you can do is if you hold down Control and click all of the headings, this means that you can change all of these at the same time. So once again I'm going to change the fore colour, which is the font. I'm going to have black. And I'll change the font size as well. Maybe not that big. I'll go one down, I think 14, that'll do. There we go. And it looks a little bit like that. I'm just going to move my picture over again, just make it a little bit neat and tidy. If it's moving them at the same time, then just click on the grey box and it will move them separately. So now we're going to go back to form view, and it looks a little bit like this. As you can see, it's slightly different from what it was before. We've made some changes to make it look more original. Okay, so there is something missing though for Annie Apple. We are missing a picture. So in Fireworks I've created Annie Apple the character. We will go over to her now. And there we go, looking lovely as ever. There is Annie Apple. And what we're going to do is copy her. So we go to Edit, Copy, and then we go back into Microsoft Access, and then we'll right click and paste her into the picture box. There she is, beautiful. Okay, so if we go, make sure we do this while we are in form view. Okay, she won't copy and paste if she's in any of the other views. So if we go to the buttons at the bottom now and click on Next Record, you can see Steve Sprout's details there, but obviously he doesn't have a picture yet, which is good. So once you've copied and pasted a picture in, it only applies to the one that you've copied it into. So Annie Apple has her own picture just there. What we'll do now is just show you some more of these buttons at the bottom, and we'll go through some of the records. So Steve Sprout, Barry Banana, Lily Lemon, Penny Pineapple, Ollie Orange, and then we get to this point here, and this is what's good about the form. Okay, we can add in a new person if we like, and I'm going to do that now. We're going to have Sally Starfruit, I think. Notice again that the ID number has automatically changed. She's number 7. And we can do all of the same things that we did in the table, but this layout and the way this looks here, it makes it a little bit more easy and a little bit more attractive as well. There we go. I think health will, she probably is more healthy than that, but we'll have some slight variation in the numbers. There we go. So I just saved it at the top there, so she's added to my records. And now you can see as we go through them, she's there at the end. Okay, so we can go back to the top. There we go, we are back to Annie Apple. So there we go, I hope that's helped. That is how you create a basic form in Microsoft Access.